to my channel. So today I am filming a fun tag. This is gonna be my first times tag, and it sounds so wrong, but it's not. It's a very nice tag. So today, yeah, we're gonna be kind of going through the questions. I honestly just googled up the tag. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna talk about, so we're just gonna roll with it and see how it goes. But yeah, if you're interested to see or hear about my first times in various things, then just keep watching the video. Alright, so the first question is your first tweet, and I had to go and kind of browse through it. Unfortunately, my first tweet was in Croatian, which is where I'm originally from if you're not familiar with it. But basically, if I can focus it, this is my first tweet in Croatian. It's basically kind of in slang, and it's like, it's kind of a similar thing as if like, I thought that you thought that we thought, and I thought la 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 about something that we thought both together. I don't know, it's just something stupid. So yeah, that was my embarrassing tweet back in 2009, and that was like even before my YouTube days, so it's crazy how quickly time passed. Can you believe it's like 2016 almost, and like, oh my god, that'll be almost 7 years ago. Man, I'm getting old. Okay, the second question is your first YouTube video, and I remember it to this day. It was like 2011, I think, and it was summertime. It was right before high school, and so it wasn't like, no, it was like 5 years ago. Oh my god, I'm getting lost in the years. It's so crazy. Right, so it was many years ago, and it was right before I started high school. And I remember we went to my grandma's house, and I returned, and I always wanted to do this video, YouTube videos, but I was always too afraid to ask my parents like if it was okay, because it's kind of a weird thing, especially if you live in like Eastern Europe, and it's not really a common thing to do like YouTube videos. Especially I wanted to do them in English, so that was even weirder. Luckily, my family was really supportive, and I remember that summer day I just got home, I used my Benefit Rebel Ride, which was too orange for me. I'm actually going to link the video right here if you want to go and see the first video. Just check it out there. I look so young, I look so weird, my eyebrows were horrible. I mean, not that they're much better now, but still. Oh, it's just so crazy. So I filmed like my healthy foundation routine, and I did like a little intro explaining how we all struggle with bad skin. It's really cute. I like it. I thought about deleting it just because it is kind of an embarrassing video, but it's my first video, so I don't want to delete it. I like it. The next question is first person you subscribed to on YouTube. I honestly cannot remember. I believe there are two people who could have been. It's either Juicy Star 07, which she's now Blair Fowler on YouTube, or Michelle Phan. So I gotta say, Michelle Phan, the queen of YouTube, I still watch her videos. Blair, not so much. I kind of like going to phases with YouTubers. I just like to I don't know. I don't like to be subscribed to too many people, because then I feel like I cannot watch them all, and I like to be on top of my subscriptions. So yeah, I don't watch TV shows anymore. I just watch YouTube. It's kind of funny, but whatever. Next question is first Facebook profile picture. Oh, that's kind of a well, let me see. Alright, so this is back in the summertime 2011. If we can focus. There we go. So we were going to the seaside, and yeah, that was on a ferry. And so 2011, I was like 14 or something, so my god. Okay, the next question is what was your first alcoholic drink? Like if it's a proper drink, I don't know. Maybe I had like a sip of wine from my parents, or a sip of like beer from my dad or something. I don't know. Does that count? Or maybe it could have been like for New Year's a champagne or something. I have no idea, honestly. I really don't. I don't know. I really don't know. But it could have been something like that. Or maybe if I had like a fruit cake, with some rum inside, that could have been my first drink as well. But something like that, something easy, I guess. What was your first job? My first job was, well, it's YouTube, I guess, because I started very early, and I became a partner when I was like 17. So that was my first job. I didn't work before, so yeah, YouTube. What was your first car? I don't drive, so there you go. Who was the first person to text you today? It was my mom, because we live far apart from each other, and so like every single morning and every single night we always say good morning and good night, so that was the first text. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? I Probably my mom, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think of a lot of people. Who was your first grade teacher? She was really, really nice. Her name was Lasse. She was actually a writer, and I just remember I loved like first year of elementary school just because we did a lot of like drama class, and we did a lot of like school plays, and it was just a lot of fun. I loved my elementary school. It was so nice. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? Oh, this is a hard one. I don't honestly remember. It could have been either to London or Sarajevo because I have grandma there. I think it could have been Sarajevo back in 2010, I think. Yeah, my cousin actually, she had like her appendix removed, and so my mom, she took me on a plane ride to go there, even though it's like a half-hour plane ride, so it's not really a crazy like trip. But I just remember it. I fell in love with traveling from that like moment, so I think that was my first plane ride. The next question is, who was your best friend first, and do you still talk? Her name is Barbara. We became best friends in 4th grade, so that was, we actually just talked about it. It was like 10 years ago. Oh my god. Years are passing by so quickly. And yes, we do still talk, and we're still incredibly close. You know, there are just a few, I'm very outgoing. I love being around people, and you know, I'm very like, I like to consider myself as a friendly person, but I'm like, as far as my best friend or people around me that I'm like truly like, you know, completely, you know, confident in, and I can truly say whatever I want to, that is just a really handful of people. And I'm lucky that I have like a handful of people that I can really say that are like my people, and that hopefully I'm theirs people as well. And yeah, she's definitely one of them. So she was like my first best friend. Where was your first sleepover? Again, Barbara, 4th grade. What was the first thing you did this morning? Well, I woke up, I rolled out of bed, I chatted to my friend for a little bit, then I went to the bathroom, then I ate breakfast. I had a toast with peanut butter, and then I took a bus. So probably just a normal morning routine. Oh, I checked my phone. Maybe that's the first thing I did? Probably. What was the first concert you ever went to? Oh, that's a hard one. I think it could have been either my dad's gig, because my dad, even though he's an attorney, he plays the keyboard. So he was in quite a few bands. So I believe when I was younger, I probably went to one of his gigs. Or maybe my mom and I, we both like a lot of like classical music and, you know, ballets and stuff. So we went to quite a bit of like theater shows. It could have been like the Nutcracker or something in the Christmas time, so I don't honestly remember. First broken bone. That's hard. That's really hard. First broken bone. That sounds like I broke a lot of bones, but I didn't. I just don't remember. I broke my bones like 3 times, I think. It was my finger. I think it was like maybe 5th grade or something. And it's actually a funny story. I was like in the bathroom, you know, at school, and I was holding on to the doorknob because you couldn't lock the doors, and somebody really wanted to get in, so they opened up the doors and slammed my head into the wall, so my bone was pretty much shattered. Plus everybody got to see me on the toilet, which is wonderful. So yeah, good times. First piercing, I was I think 9, and I got my ears pierced, and that's the only piercing I have and plan on having. First foreign country you've gone to, could have been Slovenia or Bosnia again. I have no idea. I think one of those two. First movie you remember seeing. That's so hard. Maybe like Lion King. I remember when I was really small, I saw it and I completely fell in love with it, and it became very quickly my favorite movie, and I watched it over and over again. I saw it like a million times, and I could probably still remember it like very much. So yeah, I love that one. Who was your first roommate? I actually never had roommates until I got here, and so at university, and now I have like 5 roommates, 2 guys and 3 girls, I think. Yeah. And then there's me. So yeah, if you had only one wish, what would it be? This is like really hard. Like for myself, like one wish I would probably have is just to like be sure that in life, like as the time passes, that I'll just be happy where I am and with everything I do and the people around me. I really want to be happy in life. That's the only thing I really like wish for. So in all fronts, I mean I am aware that not everything is gonna be perfect in life, but just in general, like even with the ups and downs, I still like, just in general, I want to be happy. So that would be like my wish. What was the first sport you were involved in? I did a lot of different sports. I'm a very kind of sporty person, I guess. I think first thing I did was probably some gymnastics in kindergarten, I think. Or it could have been like ballroom dancing. I did some kind of like show dance, ballroom dance kind of thing, and then I transitioned into high jump. I did handball, and did I do anything else? And then I went back to dancing. I did a lot of like contemporary, so I really miss it though, so I'm probably gonna join something here at uni. What is the first thing you do when you get home? I take off my shoes. I always do that. Take off my jacket, obviously, and I turn on my computer. It's so bad. Alright, and the final question is, when was your first kiss? My first kiss was, I think it was 7th grade. Again, Barbara, my best friend, and she had a friend. What was his name? We don't talk really anymore, or we haven't talked for years. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But like, we were walking around the forest and we had like played this game that we had like to challenge each other's and stuff. So we started with like kiss the tree and stuff, and then we ended up kiss Adriana. So that was like my first kiss, and yeah, it was funny. But what can you do, you know, 8th grade, 7th grade, whichever grade it was, we were young. So yeah, that wraps up the tag. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm doing Vlogmas, which means every single day a new video. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow in my next Vlogmas. And if that's not enough, you want to see more Adriana, then just follow me on my social media. I'm active on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So my links are going to be right below this video, and you can go and follow me there. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.